Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. I was on a conversation this morning and it was going quite well when Theodore R. Britton Jr.'s name came up. And people would say that time heals all wounds, but it does not. Time does not heal all wounds because after his name came up, tears flowed, and the person at the other end of the conversation, when I said I did not want to discuss Theodore Britton, called me a pissy girl. You're just a pissy girl, because I did not want. This man is going into 100 years on the earth. He's going to be 97 years old this year. And I didn't see the worth in bringing up Theodore Britton. But when you hear it from her and from one other person, it brings tears to their eyes when they talk about him. But he, as a young man, was stationed in Barbados, the U.S. Embassy in Barbados. And if you are in Barbados or one of the small islands, young girls are very impressionable, and, hunger and being poor, living in poverty. He could have his way with a smorgasbord of young girls. And when he may have, not saying he did, when he may have, should it be something that is brought back to the fore at this time when he is almost 97 years old? I cannot really defend the actions of men, especially when young women are being victimized. But sometimes you have to close certain chapters. You do have to close certain chapters. And if you do not want to close those chapters, you need to call him up. He is still alive. He lives in Atlanta, Georgia. He is married to someone called Vernell. Okay, he is still alive. Although he's old, he's had many revolutions around the sun. He is still alive. Call him up. Up to recently, not a young woman, she's in her 60s, came out of the woodwork. She did a DNA test, and Theodore was her father. Now, at that time, he was married when he fathered her. He wasn't married to her mother. So, yeah, there's a lot of, stuff that goes on when you're young, when you're virile, and, things happen. But do good outweigh the bad? All the accolades, if you look him up, and you should look him up. I'm not going to go into any lengths right here. I like to keep them short, and I like to keep these videos sweet. But if you look him up, he has a congressional gold medal for honor and all that kind of stuff in World War II. He has a plethora of accolades. People seem to love him. Not that I do not recognize that when you're, when you're really, really, really bad, you're rewarded. We know these things. These things are known, that people do get rewarded for doing the dirty stuff. But that's neither here or there. Theodore R. Britton is still alive. Call him up. Do what you need to do. But don't pressure other people to do your dirty work for you. Okay? So, like I said, time does not heal all wounds. And maybe within that kind of concept, people can say, well, does the good outweigh the bad? How bad was he? How good was he? And you have to measure, and you have to weigh things. And maybe that is what needs to be done with this Theodore. But to be crying and to be sorrowful and to be in high emotions over something that he may or may not have done 60 years ago, I don't know. I cannot hold on to something for that long. So, take me out of that particular scenario. But people do need to come to terms with the fact that people do move on. They do not care, even though they may have done something really, really bad. They actually do not care. They have been rewarded. The world rewards people by loving them, by following them, by making them rich, by making them comfortable. It's just something that happens in this world. So to all out there who have a grudge for Theodore, he lives in Atlanta, Georgia. Call him up. This is Sherry Veronica.